This is a story about a bloke I'm going to call Jake because, well, that's his name. Now, I first met Jake back in 1988 when I came to Australia. And back then, even though I said myself, I was a reasonable squash player. So when they said, I should have a game with Jake, he's pretty good, I said yes. Now, I was a bit surprised when I turned up at the squash court and Jake only had one arm. What happened, I asked. Got chopped off in a motorboat propeller, said Jake. Oh, I said, just as well it wasn't your good arm. It was, said Jake. Oh, I thought, I'm playing a one-arm squash player playing with his wrong arm. This is going to be hopeless. Well, what happened next? Perhaps you can guess. Jake beat me easily. I learned a lot that day. I was always really right-hand dominant, so the idea of using my left hand for everything absolutely appalled me. But Jake had been in the same situation, and yet he had retrained his non-dominant arm to do everything as well or better than his now missing right arm used to. Now, Jake didn't have a choice, but I did. So I started with some small things. I tried brushing my teeth with my left hand. At first it was a disaster. The toothbrush spent more time up my nose than it did actually cleaning my teeth. But I got better. When I got my first computer with a mouse, I popped it on the left-hand side. And I started doing little things like carrying bags or trying to shave with my left hand. Why? Well, because if Jake could do it with his one remaining arm, why not train myself to have two equally good ones? And besides, it's good for the brain to be made uncomfortable. Making the old grey matter learn new tricks helps keep it active and may actually reduce the chance of that most feared of diseases, dementia. These days, I routinely swap hands when I'm brushing my teeth, and I only ever mouse with the left. Many years ago, I ditched squash for tennis, and I sometimes have a game with my left hand. I'm still pretty hopeless, but at least I can hit the ball. And I can almost feel my brain groaning with the effort. And if I ever have the bad luck that Jake had and come off the worst in an encounter with a motorboat propeller, well, I'll be prepared.